Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Dovetail Euro Fishing. And this time I figured we might as well go back to the foundry dock again. And I have gotten a few requests to do a little more fishing, so I'm like, well, sure I can. I don't see a reason why not. I hear it's for well, honestly, I'm not sure why, but sure, it's fun to do, so let's roll with that then. And it does seem to every once in a while get a few new venues to the repertoire, but they all are a little bit costly to get, so no promises on that. We'll see if we get some new lakes at some point, but I believe we've only been to the foundry once, I think, so far. Unless I'm forgetting something now. I at least once is a good answer. But essentially, it's a place I am, at least personally, I feel I'm not super familiar with, and I'm always looking for new exciting fish to catch in the game. So why not? And at least we will go to a very different spot than we did before. I still remember that one. And indeed, in this area of the foundry, there's weeds in the corners over there, and we have these lily pads. I believe is the English word for them, and all that good stuff. So let's just claim this peg over here, wearing our trusty Wolf Day or whatever shirt. It's always the same shirt, and there's not really a lot of options for that, but there's like one or something if I remember correctly. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, and before I cast the thing, yep, the biggest possible silt hook is about right, and we have a large sweet corn, pop-up tiger nuts 20 mm and quarter dumbbell 18 mm. And just to fill out the float of the casters, like sure, whatever. But essentially, the tiger nuts of the float variety is the weird thing that seems to catch stuff that it's just, even according to most guides, it probably shouldn't, but it just works for me oftentimes. So I might as well throw that one into the lake. And I always start these at a too high of a tension, so let's go for 25-ish, let's say, and see if we can just hopefully not lose too many fish with that it wouldn't be too rough. So I'm not sure if that is a too long of a throw there. It might be. Ooh, it actually sort of isn't. The thing is, it is now in the weeds a bit, but then again, weeds have sometimes, for no real reason, just worked, because why? So I can leave it there for at least a little bit while. It should be a disadvantage, I think, but then again, it's a lot of randomness to this, so it might actually be super lucky and just work. So I hope I now did all three of them. I really do hope so. I'm not exactly sure anymore. Oh well. Anyhow, and let's just see if we can throw this one either into the middle or into the very end there. Let's do the middle at least for now. And I'm indeed here again because this is probably the most different of all of the lakes that we have to work with. And there's also probably, more than in most other ones, there's more, boss fish we haven't seen if we get lucky. And the difference to other places interests me because it shows that the even the urban surroundings can be soothing and just a perfectly okay spot to do some fishing in. And also, I just want to see, like, what are the details in this place while we wait for the fish to eat, which I have to assume will happen at some point. It'll be fine. I'm not sure what that little graffiti says there. There's like a small black whatever on top there, which I can't really read, and then I think the one in the bottom maybe says Syndicate, I think. But it might be like TC8 or something, but I don't know. It's or HS or IP or any of those. So reading graffiti is not my strong suit, but hey, we can enjoy some soothing art while waiting for our fish to bite. Oh, and we had a bit of a graphical glitch there, but hey, we can see beyond the wall with our magic eye ability. Yes, and I'm almost surprised there is indeed detail in there as well, in the moss and all that stuff. Oh, there's like a container. A yellow cargo container behind it. That's cool. That's interesting. And a few trees. Oh. Which button was the one to be faster? I don't know. Pick up number 2 rod with the quota dumbbell 18. Okay. Let's hope. Oh, and just by luck, it is the one in the weeds. I told you. It just I don't know why the weeds seem to work, even though they probably shouldn't, especially not with a sinking bait. I think the hints or something often mention that if you do throw your bait into the weeds, at least make sure that it floats, I think, so it's easier to see. Oh, and there goes another one. But it's fine. It's, again, when fishing with 3 rods, it's possible we might lose a few. That's normal. That's fine. That's whatever. It's not important. The important bit is to relax and have fun and catch a few fish while we do it, and obviously try to get all the ones that we can get. That's the important part as well. And if you please would just come out of the water, it would be a really nice thing, because I have another nice fishy in the other rod waiting for my attention. So if you could just you know, up. There you go. And I can't look at you for a long time here because, oh, you're a big mirror carp, 7.64 kilograms. Great, good. And number 1 rod with a pop-up tiger says... Ooh, that went pretty far. Come on, reel in, thank you. Okay. And let's hope that it's gonna be just nice and smooth and easy. Oh boy. And let's also hope that the passing trucks in the asphalt road over there don't scare away our fish. You see, it is, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It's important to stay positive in these endeavors and see if we can accomplish our goal here. And it seems to be actually constantly going more away from me as I do this, which is It could mean that the fish is strong, or it could also mean that... Oh, right. So we have one more to contend with over here. That could mean that the fish is really strong, or it could mean that it's just a feisty small one. I've seen both ways happen. So when a fish is really just going away this well, it always raises my hopes just a little tiny bit, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It could be anything still. And the number 3 rod is yelling at me. I know it needs my attention as well. I will get these fishermen's hands on that rod very soon as I just get this one out of the water, and hopefully it'll be fast enough to get the other one out of there as well. So, which, of course, it might get away. Don't be too disappointed if it does. It can happen. Also, could you please tie her out so I can just pick you up out of the water, please? It's important to me, you see. Could you just... Come now. Come on. Nice and easy. There you are. And what is your species, you fishy thing, fishy you? Another mirror carp, 11.28 kilograms. That's not too bad. Okay, and... Oh, I actually have 2 quarter dumbbells, I think. Maybe. I need to check on that. Oh, and my tension is way too high. This is the one I didn't set the tension for that rod when I cast it. It happens. It's, you know, That's the way the cookie sometimes crumbles when you do these things. You can forget about some very important details, but we got it. We got there. It's fine. It's you know. But yeah, so that fish was actually kind of big. So the you know, the distance it went did at least somewhat correlate to what we were doing here. So good for us. And if you could now just be all cooperative, a cooperative little fish, you know. Let's just drop the base and go. Yes, and I have no quarrel with you. Like quarrel with C-O-R-A-E. Yes, quarrel with haha. Yes, very very good. Yes, good. Okay, now just as long as you just nice and easy, just come to Creosticks and present yourself, you know, in an aesthetically successful way to the camera. There, ooh, you jumped a bit there, but that's fine. And you are, well, that would then be a leather or a mirror carp. Leather, I think, because there's no scales. Yeah, a leather carp of 9.92 kilograms. Not bad at all. So we have different carps already. That's nice. Okay then. So that went well. Ah. Oh boy. Should we go to the right side this time? It just feels like we might as well try that. Oh, but actually, before I do that again, now I want to check. So this one is the dumbbell one. So there you go. Let's just throw you over there with our... That's not actually a... That's a pretty nice wind we have going on in that direction too. So we'll see how it affects anything if it does. Like we have lovely soothing waves going on. That's good. Right, and so this one should then be changed into the double sweet corn, I think was the one I have. Yeah, large sweet corn double. So if we threw that one there, let's throw this one sort of into the corner there on this side. I don't know if again if I threw it a bit hard. That's fine. Again, it's in the weeds, but again, for some reason the weeds have worked for no, like, I might as well just keep on with that then. And then the pop-up tiger just to the, maybe, a bit more to the open area, for example, in here. It might work out quite nicely. And that's pretty good, yeah, sure. And then just do the waiting game. I'm sure it'll not be too long. And actually, in Finnish, we call weeds a kaislikko. So that's another bit of a linguistic little factoid over. Oh, the dumbbell. Okay, so number 3 rod. Okay, then let's see what we can see. And just real nice and easy. We're not in a hurry to go anywhere in this place. It's actually... There's actually a bit of a heat wave in Finland right now, so it actually feels almost cooling and soothing to watch this scenario like unfold with this nice little wind going on every moment so far, really. And I hear the bit of a wind in my ears as well, so it just creates this almost an illusion of being a bit more cool and lovely than I actually am right now. So that's good. And another fish seems to be on rod 1, which was the tiger pop-up whatever thing. The tiger nut or whatever is the name of that. So let's get to that when we get fish number first from here, which is a bream. A 2.59 kilogram bream. Not bad, not bad. Okay, number 1 was first, so I gotta do that first. It's very possible I'll lose the last fish because it's, you know, just so close to what we're doing here. But, oh well. If we lose it, we'll lose it. Whatever. We don't have failures here, we have just it, soothing events, let's say. Yes. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. Yes, good, great. Come now. I know the PJ Steel building is really just exciting to try and visit, Mr. Fish, but I promise to you that my soothing arms are even more interesting to visit when you get out of the water and we videotape you for the statistics. Anyway, yes, that's exactly a good thing. Yes, good, great. Although I do still feel a bit that it would be a little more just feel right if we would just eat all the fish we get, because that would then we would be fishing for a need. But then again, at least they get to live on then, so at least that's equally good, I suppose. But still, it feels weird that there's no hunt fish for the sake of taking them out and holding them and then going back again. Common carp 7 point something something was the number there. So not bad, but not huge either. But then again, as I've mentioned, hopefully in every video so far of the series, when you get a fish, it's always good because you get the points and the as in the experience points and the currency to buy stuff. So there's always that. And just it seems like we will be getting the last fish as well of these three again. So, or wait, 3 or 2. Anyway, it didn't get away. It's not the last fish of the video or anything. Don't worry about that. That's we're probably still a bit of ways to that. I feel we still have I don't know, over 10 minutes, I would guess. So it's gonna be just fine. But he's another decently feisty one. He's oh well, and active one in that it keeps trying to get away with some vigor and strength. But I think we can do this. Just nice and easy. Keep on reeling with just keep happy thoughts in your mind and a steady pace, and see what we can see. Come now, just now you're, learning to do the correct thing. Good. Little by little, but that's still fine. Come on now. Yes, good. It'll be just fine. Just come to Creo Sticks and be a nice big fishy, hopefully a boss fish, but then again, that's probably not gonna be the case, but that's neither here nor there. A fish is a fish. Ooh, that's not a small one. That's a leather carp, I think. And the weight says 10.4 kilograms. Not too bad. I think that's the second biggest carp we've had so far this session. And it's a nice and smooth and shiny one. Yes. Well, shiny but smooth at least. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, there's actually... Might as well try to hit somewhere around where that little event took place. The splash in the water. Let's see, that's a bit too far. Let's just reel it in a little... Somewhere around there. It may be a tiny bit too much to the right, but still, it's, in the ballpark. Yes. And again, let's do at least one to be really close. If I can just... There you go. Just to the literal, like, in front of our face. There you go. Good. Again, we have... I have had some unusual luck sometimes in just getting fish from under my nose. So, who knows, man? As I just said. Wow. Jeez. It does run the risk of being a bit more difficult to reel in, maybe, because you might have to do the reeling in all very close quarters, which is a tiny touch more difficult, because it just can max out the line tension more easily and be a bit more of a challenge that way, but I think we can manage. I feel pretty good. It might get a little bit rough here and there with there, but it's probably still gonna be fine. And the number 2 rod is also going. I didn't even get to put all 3 rods into the water, which that is well and good. And Mr. Mr. or Mrs. or Miss Fish, I realize it's fun to play in the lily pads, but we have places to, well, not be, but we have fishes to reel in other than yourself. You're hogging all the time for yourself, which is rude, I think, yes. As opposed to common carp 6.49 kilograms, very good. As opposed to it not being rude to, you know, pull you out of the water for, you know, statistical gain, I'm sure. Yeah, yes, good. Oh well, oh well. I'm sure they understand. One day. Hopefully. Maybe. Perhaps. Yes, good, great. But nonetheless, let's just again take a deep breath of the surprisingly clear feeling foundry dock air, which let's just and reel in nice and smooth this one and see. Whoa, that was a jump. Careful, careful, easy. It's not that bad. I mean, come on, just take it cool. Take it easy, take it nice and smooth. There you go. It's sometimes the rod just jump like vroom to the other side. So just take it super nice and then you just need to collect yourself and be calm and get a bream of 1.9 kilograms. Very good. The one thing I have never gotten from this lake is roaches, but I think there is at least one boss roach, and I don't know if there's like other like true like roaches beyond that. There could be, but I'm not sure. And I'm not exactly sure what would be the good combination to try to get roached from this place, but well, we'll see. We'll see. That was a long throw of, well, it was 80 meters for a hot second there, so that was a pretty not a short one. Let's make a third one a little bit oh, careful. A little bit shorter to the middle area of that, maybe there. – 63 meters, let's just take it a little bit more here. There you go, very good. 3 rods which we can now just again wait for to eat, and we don't have a worry in the world. And this other graffiti is also a pretty of an interesting one. I can't really make out the text on that. It's like that might be a G or a C or E, but hard to say. And it has like a red graphic on top, which might be a tongue or an open book, or not sure, but it does look interesting. It gives the place some character, and character and detail is something you can lose yourself in while waiting for the fish to bite. And indeed, nature always finds a way, as they say in some movie, I'm sure. Even in the industrial places, they just grow here and will eventually take over the place again if, you know, people stop visiting and, you know, putting some floor tiles on. And also, if we ever get into trouble, I'm sure someone will throw us oh, right. We have some fishies to catch here. So, could you... There you are. The one we took a bit more time to set to its exact spot then turns out to be the exact one that we need to reel in. How very fitting. Let's just then nice and smooth. Just take it in. It'll be just fine. Just fine. Come on. It's again one of those that actually swims a tiny bit away from me while fighting. So we'll see, we'll see. But that doesn't yet mean anything. But it could always, there's always the hope, because at least in the, I forget the name of the lake, but the last of the base lakes, or the ones before the Foundry Lake, the one with the brownish water, which almost looks like a river, because I think it's sort of it. There's like a dam at the end, and has a lot of catfish in it. When I got the really big catfishes and stuff in there, they just went far away, and the other ones oftentimes didn't. So that always gives me a little bit of a hope that, hey, maybe this time is the time when it's really huge. I don't know if this will be the one, but you never do know, really. Because the times I've gotten a couple of boss fish in the Foundry on my practice runs, they didn't really differentiate themselves from the other fish that well, so it's really hard to say. We just get a check. Whoa! That has an interesting look for sure. That is a mirror carp of 10.15, but that is one of the more interesting mirror carps I have ever seen. Wow. That is a really cool looking one. Almost like covered in icy snow like things. And we just barely lost the fish. Unlucky. But again, that can happen. That can happen. It's just, you know, that's life in this. I feel like I might want to throw this rod again, because I don't know for sure, but it might be the case that when a fish has already eaten at the bait once, with and if you just let it sit there, that it might have a bit of a less of a chance of, you know, getting stuff eaten. I don't think I'll throw the third row. Oh well, there's just a splash there. I think I got it. Just right there, just the tiniest throw. It's gonna go well over, but I'll just reel it back into that spot ish. So reel it in to just about there. Okay. So at this point, I think the next fish we get will be the last one we do, because we're running against the clock here. Now, as I say that, it's probably going to be, you know, all the fish in like, you know, combination of 3 in a row, and we get all 3 of them. But still, the next spot that we get a chance to, we will end it after the next fish. So, you know, if they all come at the same time, then we obviously try to get all 3 of them, though. It's, you know, that's fine. But indeed, I wonder if I can just get to read that little sign on the pole there. There is no swimming and danger deep water. There you go. Yeah. No swimming and danger deep water. Well, that is true though. It is immediately like 3 point something from the edge, so with the exception of that one corner at just about in that direction, there's sort of a ramp area where you can, which is probably meant for like boats to come in if you need. Oh, and there is a few boats here actually. So, ooh. And I don't see from here which it is, but let's just take up rod, pick up, and it's the one I threw again. So, you know, and yeah. So if no other rods start, you know, doing the alarm during this fish or immediately after, then we will call it there. But let's just see what it is and see what happens, because we've had a pretty good haul so far. Probably the most interesting looking normal mirror carp I've seen the entire game. Just the last one, that was really, really good looking. I just like, whoa, like almost like an, you know, a piece of art, that fish. I liked it. Okay, just 102, 103 meters, 104 meters away. 105 meters away. What are you? 106? That is an interesting... I don't know if I've ever seen distances this big in this lake. 111 meters. Is that... And even that wasn't yet the peak with... Whoa. Again, distance might not tell us anything, but I've never seen that happen before in this lake. And by extension, it is the longest distance I think I've ever seen in this game as well. I think. I'm pretty sure. 118, I think, was the peak where it went. Jeez. Again, it could be like a 1 kilogram bream, but then again, I've never seen that happen. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. But we're not in a hurry at all. Let's just reel it in nice and smooth like all the other ones, so we don't, you know, do anything rash and too quick over here. Let's just nice and easy. I do wonder though, but then again, it's, you know, let's you know, temper our expectations. It can be a normal fish of a more or less normal size. It's perfectly likely, but still, I'm interested though. But it's always interesting to see, like, is this the one that's big? Because every once in a while, they can be really big all of a sudden. You never know. You just never know. Come to Creole Sticks, come to show yourself. But nice and easy, there's no hurry. No hurry, just nice and smooth. You can do it. You can do it. Just come to me. Come here and please be ready to get picked up. Because I don't want to do the close quarters fighting. Not a lot of it. It's nice and... Ooh, good. I saw like a bit of a gray side of it, but I'm not sure at all what it... That's a pretty long one, though. I don't know if it's a boss fish, maybe. We'll see. A little carp. Moonface. 14.40 kilogram Moonface. That is a pretty good fish to end on. I like it. That is a cool looking one and all that stuff. So, since no other fish are eating, I think it's a good spot to end it here, because that's an excellent fish to end, and we're all out of time. But I do hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment, or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really, really help. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.